episode of Sleep and Relax ASMR. I wanted to take a moment and say thank you for tuning in and listening to the podcast. I also wanted to mention that we just launched our website, which is SleepandRelaxASMR.com, just all spelled out. The website has all of our show episodes, news and announcements, and it also has information for brands that are interested in sponsoring the show. But most importantly, the website will make it easier to connect with you guys, and I would love to get in touch with as many fans as possible. So I invite you guys to check out SleepandRelaxASMR.com. It's all spelled out. If you're confused about the spelling, just check out the show notes, and there will be a direct link. But that's all for now. Thanks again for tuning in, and enjoy the episode. I usually do a theme for the fact episodes. I just thought today we'd do interesting facts, no specific theme, just to kind of mix it up. So without further ado, let's read fact number 1. Oh, let me also say, as always, I don't actually know if these are real facts, if they're just, speculation, so please don't hold me to it. This is just for entertainment. Fact number 1. Banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories an hour. Not exactly the most effective workout, right? Number 2. In the UK, it is illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day. Never had a mince pie before. Number 3. Pteronophobia is the fear of being tickled by feathers. The fear of being tickled by feathers. That's interesting. I've never met someone who's afraid of being tickled by feathers specifically. Next fact. When hippos are upset, their sweat turns red. Did not know that, and not sure if it's true or if it's sarcasm. A flock of crows is known as a murder. Facebook addiction disorder is a mental disorder identified by psychologists. I wonder if it's specifically just for Facebook, or if it's supposed to be an addiction to social media in general. Let's see. This one I could probably believe. The average woman uses her height in lipstick every 5 years. The 29th of May is officially Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day. It provides a link, I guess, for more information on Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day, but maybe I'll check that out. Maybe that's an idea, actually, for future episodes. Strange or little-known holidays or celebrations, and kind of just describing how they came to be. I think that would probably be a nice episode idea. Let's see what else I can find here. Sorry about that. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so I hope my voice is sounding okay. Cherophobia is the fear of fun. I wonder how many people have that. I mean, it's weird to think that, not weird, let me not say weird, but it's certainly strange to think, or, yeah, it's odd to think that people would fear fun. Next fact. Human saliva has has a boiling point 3 times that of regular water. It's interesting. If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it can't hop. I guess I could have guessed that. Or I guess it can kind of make sense. By the way, I think the neighbors or someone outside is doing some construction or something. So if you hear any banging on doors or walls, I apologize. Hopefully it doesn't come through. Let's see what else. Some interesting ones here. Hyperphilia are people who get aroused by touching fabrics. Never heard of that, but yeah, I mean, to each their own, right? Billy goats urinate on their own heads to smell more attractive to females. You know, I've always been fascinated by how different animals do different things to come across as attractive, and I don't know, it'll never cease to amaze me how male billy goats discovered that by urinating on themselves, that's the way to a female's heart. Or like having, the biggest feathers, or I don't know. I've always been interested in how different animals try to make themselves more attractive for potential partners. Let's see. Anyway, moving on. The person who invented the frisbee was cremated and made into frisbees after he died. I don't know how that sounds. Again, I haven't verified any of this, so I hope I'm not just giving pure crap, but it seems a little ridiculous. Polar bears can eat as many as 86 penguins in a single sitting. King Henry the Eighth. Is that the eighth? Yeah. King Henry the Eighth slept with a gigantic axe beside him. That's cool. Not much to add to that one. Bikinis. What did it say? Bikinis and tampons were invented by men. I'm sure you could quickly verify that, but I have not verified it, and I'm not going to right now. Another fact coming up that I have absolutely no idea. It doesn't really sound plausible, but maybe I'm underestimating them. An eagle can kill a young deer and fly away with it. I mean, come on. I mean, I know eagles are majestic and strong, but I mean, they're gonna kill a deer and then pick it up. That's pretty, I don't know. Not sure if I buy that one. Again, sorry for my voice and my throat. It's like really dry and itchy today. Heart attacks are more likely to happen on a Monday. I guess I can see why, right? Higher stress. Makes sense, right? Next fact. The top 6. What is that? The top 6 foods that make you fart are beans, corn, bell peppers, cauliflower, cabbage, and milk. Yep. Moving on. Let's see. There is a speed This next one's crazy. Penis fencing is a scientific term for the mating ritual between flatworms. It involves two flatworms attempting to stab the other flatworm with their penis. Again, like, how do these things figure out, I've always just found it crazy. They stab each other to death with their penis, and it's like, how does that even start? How do they come up with this idea of, let's go at it? Next fact, totally unrelated to penis fencing. A toaster uses almost half as much energy as a full-sized oven. Didn't know that. I guess it also depends on the toaster, no? I have no idea if this next one is accurate. You cannot snore and dream at the same time. I just wonder, I don't know, why not, right? Like, why not? Why wouldn't you be able to snore and dream at the exact same time? Let's see. This next one is definitely a fact, because all you have to do is look at it. The following sentence can be read forward and backwards. Do geese see God? So if you read do geese see God, it's exactly the same forwards and backwards. That's cool. A baby octopus is about the size of a flea when it is born. That sounds hard to believe. Is it really? Just the size of a flea. Next fact. I think this is fact number, I don't know, like 28 or 29 or 30 or something in the list. A sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers in a hot air balloon. Again, probably something you can just quickly look up. Haven't taken the time to, though. First time I'm reading it. Next fact. Arab women can initiate a divorce if their husbands don't pour coffee for them. What if they do pour coffee and they want a divorce? Recycling one glass jar saves enough energy to watch TV for 3 hours. I don't know about that one. I don't know if that's true. Wouldn't it depend? Like, wouldn't it depend on, I don't know. It just seems to is that really some kind of universal truth, right? I don't know. Smearing a small amount of dog feces on an insect bite will relieve the itching and swelling. I wonder who's tried that. Even if I had a dog, I really don't think I'd be trying that one out. Catfish are the only animals that naturally have an odd number of whiskers. Facebook, Skype, and Twitter are banned in China. I'm fairly certain that's true. 95% of people text things they could never say in person. I doubt that's a real scientific fact. It's probably more speculation or bit of satire or something, but the Titanic was the first ship to use the SOS signal. I find that very hard to believe, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to be again like satirical kind of joke. About 8,000 Americans are injured by musical instruments each year. How does that even happen? I can, you know what, I can understand certainly with guitars, right? Because if you have a metal string guitar and then it snaps, I can understand. I mean, those things when they snap can be pretty violent, and you can definitely catch a finger or catch yourself on the wrist or on the arm. But I just wonder, like, what's the instrument that causes most harm? Like, how do you harm yourself with, like, a piano, for example? You jam your finger or something, I don't know. I'll probably look into that one a little more later. The French language has 17 different words for surrender. To any French speakers listening to the show, I would love if one of you could send me an email to SleepandRelaxASMR@gmail.com and let me know if that is indeed factual. That's a ton of words for the word surrender, if that's true. Nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine. Yeah, no idea on that one. Bob Dylan's real name is Robert Zimmerman. That's probably something I should know, but I have no idea. Probably. I mean, I guess it's gotta be true, right? I guess you could just look it up right now. Let's see what else. Do a few more here. A crocodile can't poke out its tongue or stick out its tongue. Probably factual, right? This next one's pretty cute. Sea otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't drift away from each other. And I think I've seen some pictures on 9gag and a couple other places where you see them kind of just holding hands as they drift together. Fact number 45 or 46 or something. A small child could swim through the veins of a blue whale. Could be true. I mean, they are huge, right? So I guess it could be totally real. J.K. Rowling chose the unusual name Hermione, so young girls wouldn't be teased for being nerdy. Hewlett-Packard's name was decided on a coin toss. I mean, I wonder what the alternative was. Was it Packard Hewlett? I don't know. Like, what was the alternative name that they were considering? So we'll do a few more here. The total number of steps in the Eiffel Tower are 1665. I like this next one a lot. The Pokemon Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are based off of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. That's pretty sweet. The next fact. The toothpaste Colgate in Spanish translates to go hang yourself. That's true. you're a Spanish speaker. It translates to go hang yourself. Yeah. Pirates wore earrings because they believed it improved their eyesight. I mean, what would make them think that? If anyone's a pirate expert, I would love to know why they thought that would have any sort of actual impact on their eyesight. Sorry, Jesus, I'm sure you guys can hear that. Sorry about that. Like, they're just making a ton of noise. The testicles on an octopus are located on its head or in its head. I get no idea. I feel like some of these are just like gags, like they're just trying to get me to read. Like, don't crap. In the 1880s in England, the word pants was considered a dirty word. What would you say? Your trousers, I guess. Fact 55, 58, 60, I don't know. I always lose like track so quickly of where it is I'm actually at. On February 18th, 1979, it snowed in the Sahara Desert for 30 minutes. There are a few here that are like very morbid. I don't know, there's some that are really like really fun, and some of them are like kind of gross. Every human spent about half an hour as a single cell. Epiphallophobia is the fear of erections. Who's afraid of an erection? I don't know. Like who would? Like who? I don't know. You know what? Let me not even go there. Next fact. Birds don't urinate. How can that possibly be true, I wonder? How would they not urinate? Dying is illegal in the House of Parliaments. This has been voted as the most ridiculous law by British citizens. That's a very strange fact. An apple, potato, and onion all taste the same if you eat them with your nose plugged. I have to give that one a try. Not sure of that one, but it'd be easy to test, right? Panphobia is the fear of everything, which is pretty unlucky phobia to have. If I have any listeners with panphobia, I would love to get in touch and learn more about that. I just wonder how how do you function, right, if you are afraid of absolutely everything, you know, are there specific things you're not afraid of in that case? Alright, I got two more. Slugs have 4 noses. Seems redundant, but... And the last fact for this episode, the 20th of March is known as Snowman Burning Day. It does not tell me where that is a holiday or a recognized day, but anyway, that last one is there for you guys to to pique your interest and go check it out. Anyway, I think that's all from me for this episode. I want to thank you guys, as always, for listening. If you have any comments, any questions, you can reach the show at SleepandRelaxASMR@gmail.com. episodes. I really love that. You know, I'm ultimately trying to make episodes and content that you guys really want to listen to, so I thank all of you for listening and for trying to make the show better. If you want to get more involved, you can check us out at SleepandRelaxASMR.com. And that's all for me for now.